crack of dawn. It's Crack of Dawn Part 2 of The Lighthouse. We've got Len Roy on cameras. Also works at ESPN. So fancy. And then we've got Joe is directing. We love it. We've got a couple other people back there. I don't know who. We've got Nick. Hi, Nick. We love it. Nick is, oh God, I can't believe he's helping us. We are doing a lighthouse painting. And Len Roy is getting this painting. Sorry, Nick, so you're going to have to volunteer again. And next episode, we're going to have Eleanor, because the first time Eleanor was on, I am having back surgery, as I told you. And I was talking like this because I was trying to take a paintbrush. It was so bad because I had a muscle relaxer. Sorry. I have to admit it, because you can't lie. These people go on the movies and then they lie. You know, oh, I fell off the thing and hit my head and I was choked on a pretzel. It's like, no, you didn't. Just tell the truth. So anyway, that was a disaster. So Eleanor's coming back next time, and I'll be past the back surgery, so hopefully I'll be in no pain, and that'll be great. So we're doing a West Chop Lighthouse, which is in Martha's Vineyard. Don't you love it? My kids love to say Vartha's Vineyard. It's like a game they play. They love it. We're going to Vartha's Vineyard. It's hilarious. I think it's a baseball thing. Anyway, we're going to paint this. We started already. And what we did is we separated the sky from the land, which is the sea here, which is still land. It's the sea, it's just way under there. And now we're going into the foreground, and we're putting in the roof. You think the lighthouse is white, but it's not. So when you look in and you squint your eyes, you can see that only certain parts of the lighthouse really are white, like this spot right here and that spot right there. So the rest of it's going to be very gray. So we are going to paint that in, and we're going to have so much fun doing it. Then we're going to be done. And I can't wait. I'm going to go home. Well, tomorrow I go to school again. I just love it. It takes me so quick to get to work. So we're going to mix white with black, and we're going to get a gray. And we're going to kind of move that around. And it's kind of a middle gray. And I'm going to move that around. And I'm going to put it, because the shadows, where the light is hitting, it's going to be the whitest white. And that's what makes your painting a beautiful painting, is to find that white, the lightest light and the darkest dark. So, you know, that's always looks nice. So we're going to put that around here. Okay, we've got a couple episodes in here, so this is good. I don't always do 2 episodes, nor do I always do great paintings. But this one I would like to have come out really nice. So we're going to shade this entire part of the building here. This is the little, I forgot what it was called. It's called a hatchway. Can you believe it? I couldn't think of what the word was. A hatchway. Como se dice hatchway en español? No sé. Pero en inglés, it's a hatchway. That way, I wish I had a hatchway, because then when you're ready to throw out your basement, you just come up the hatchway and throw your whole basement out. So we're going to go down like this and pull that over here, okay? And then we have that gray there. Now we're going to put the gray on this side of the building too. I might have to go back and put something different in. Like for instance, this building's a little long, but I'm not going to let it bother me. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put that gray. I'm going to add the white later, the white that pops. That's going to make it really pop. Okay, so we're going to put that on just like this. And yeah. The things the little kids say at school, they really are funny. They tell you the truth all right. We haven't had any snow days. It's going to be a beautiful spring, beautiful. But they're closing everything. The bulb show at the Northampton Smith College is closed for the coronavirus. My kid's school is borderline closed, and I can't believe it. You know? I mean, I don't know. You want to be safe and everything, but good gosh. Then they're going to make an injection out of that stuff and shoot you up with the coronavirus. Whoops. Tonight's a sloppy night. Then they're going to make an injection and shoot that stuff right into your body again. Yep. I don't believe in that stuff, but people will probably get mad at me and ban my show. She doesn't believe in... Listen, I will get any kind of vaccine if they make me. But other than that, I think they should let people do their own thing. But it's scary. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. A lot of times you ask doctors, though, did you vaccinate your kids? And they're like, no. So it's very interesting. We're gonna put this in here like this. Oh, my brush is in the way. Look at that, it's in the way. The whole thing was in the way. Now we're gonna put this like this. Now when I put the white back in, that is when the light is hitting the lighthouse, and it's gonna look great. And you know, these lighthouses, I wonder how big they are. I would imagine they're not so big. Oh, and in the break, I dropped the brush on the ground. But the beauty of acrylic paint is that's gonna dry by the time the thing's over. It's all over the place. I'm gonna take a cloth, put it underwater, and it's gonna come right off. That's the greatest thing. So I'm gonna go under here, because this is all gray. Make sure everything's straight, because when you build a building, you know, you want it to be straight. And then by the time the credits close here, this is gonna be all done, all nice. Yeah, lots of things are closing. I noticed, I heard Macy's was closing, but I don't know, because I went there the other day, and I just love that store. I love to shop a little, you know, I don't, you know, love it, but every now and then it's okay. I never have a purpose, really. If I have a purpose, it's kind of nice to go shopping. Okay, so there's my lighthouse. There is our thing there. We're gonna put this here, put a little more gray there and there. And when we go in with our white, it's really gonna pop. Now, one of the things we need to do, windows. So we're gonna do the windows. We need a little teeny brush. Now my favorite brush is on the ground, as I said. Hello. We're gonna use this one instead, because it's fine. Sometimes you have to, you know, you just have to figure it out. So the windows are black. This one goes down, make sure it's straight. I put my pinky on the screen like this, on the canvas, and it makes it easier to draw. Now, you don't want it perfect, so don't worry, because if it's an impressionist painting, it doesn't have to be perfect. So we're gonna put that window there, and then that goes over there, and it kind of comes and has like a little seam on the bottom. And always fix it if you mess it up. It's not a big deal, okay? Your next window is right underneath that one. Make sure it goes exactly under it, and make sure that it is straight. Then it has a top on it like that, and it goes straight down like that, and then it goes like this, and it goes like this, okay? So that's your next window, okay? How cute is that? Oh, it's so cute, I wanna live in there. The next thing, you can notice a black line is going down the side of my lighthouse right here. And I'm using a dry brush now, it's running out of water. So I'm just gonna stay with it because I'm going to, and that's what I'm gonna do. I got a catch of that Bachelorette or whatever it is. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's more like the Larry Flint show meets the, good gosh, it is crazy. And then they have the parents on and they're like, oh honey, she just loves you. And it's like, what? Good God. Anyway, that show is crazy. So here we're gonna go down here like this, and we're gonna do the same thing over here, because there's another little roof. Don't get scared, I don't have a hockey mask on tonight. My husband ran out of all those masks, speaking of the virus. He works at Pittsburgh Paint, and he ran out of all those masks. So I'm like, honey, do you have any hazmat suits that you can bring home for at least the three of us? You know, and he's like, well, what about me? And I'm like, just the three of us is good. Bring home 3 of those hazmat things for me and the kids. Now this goes over here like this, and then it goes down again. And that kind of goes off, and this too. Now it's looking like a church a little bit, that's all right. We love church. Now let's go up here and do some of this, because before you know it, this is gonna be over and we're gonna be done. That one goes there. These are the little things that hold the, it's like a scaffolding. They hold the thing up in the air like that. And then you're gonna make an upside down smiley face like that. You know, it comes along pretty close. It's good. Go a little slow on that. Now in this one, I'm gonna leave this one there, and I'm gonna make another rainbow going like that. And then I'm gonna make the fence going down. And you want that to be straight, of course, because it should be. Okay, same as on the other side. You want a couple of those things. Not that you're gonna climb up here or anything, but you know, you could. Then on the top, the whole thing is a little kind of you know, like a little teepee kind of thing on the top. I don't know what it looks like really, because it's cut off in the first painting, so I can't really see it. But I'm gonna put that up there like that. And that looks nice, doesn't it? I love it. I love it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in here like this, because this comes over here like that, and it kind of takes up some of the room here. So we're gonna put that there, just like that, and we're gonna put it there. Looks so pretty, so nice. Now we're gonna look for other places where we have black. Now, we have black. I think I'm gonna stick with my little brush, okay? I'm gonna stick with these little brushes. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this window. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna come over here because I'm gonna use my pinky and I don't wanna get it wet. So under here, I'm gonna put a window, and it's a little window. It's like this. Very small, small window, okay? That's that window. Then there's another window, and oopsie, I just got stuff all over. I mean, this is the slob night. This just got on the tablecloth, but I'm just gonna show you that things happen, and then you get it on your finger, and you know, you don't have any, you know, you've got a notebook, which is, you know, sometimes what I have to do. But again, I don't really get things on my clothes. Not really, nope. Not really, okay. So we're gonna go back to the painting. We're back with the black, okay? And we're gonna put in, we were doing the windows when I bricked it. And I'm gonna put a window right here, okay? Everybody has their favorite lighthouse. You know, they get married at a lighthouse, all the pictures they take at a lighthouse. You know, the poor guy living at the lighthouse. God, he's gonna watch these weddings all day long. I don't know who runs the lighthouse. Not a bad idea. My husband would love to live in this lighthouse idea thing. There's a line that goes over like this. We're gonna put that in. There's a line here. This one we're gonna kind of go over later, but we're just gonna put one in now, okay? There's a line here where the foundation hits the bottom, of course, where this hatchway thing is. And then here, we're just gonna do these windows here, because we don't wanna leave those out. And you know, it goes by so fast. George is gonna come back on the next episode with Eleanor. So George, he's not gonna get mad at me. So George, that was on the last episode, that owns Pizzeria Artistica, he's a dentist. I'm not even kidding. He needs to fix my teeth. I'm gonna go into Pizzeria Artistica and we're gonna have a meeting in the back. He's gonna fix these things. Anyway, George is a dentist by trade. And you wouldn't know that, because you're like, well, why is he working at Pizzeria? Well, here's the thing. That guy doesn't complain. He's probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met. So he's a dentist by trade in Greece. But you see, when you have your trade in Greece, you can't take it here and use it the same way because you're in another country. So sadly, George cannot, you know, I don't know how old he is. He's probably not 60. He's probably my age. So who the heck wants to go back to dental school just to do what you did before? Because at this age, you know, so he chooses to be happy and find something else. New thing with his life, with his kids. And great kids, great dad. You know, if you ever do go out for pizza and you're like, where to go? Great place to support just because of that alone. You know, that makes me happy. But to think that, yeah, and he played soccer, I think he and Demetrius played soccer. I don't remember. All right, I'm gonna do the window here. This window goes straight down like this. Watch out for globs, straight across. And then there's a little triangle thing that's sort of in the window. That could be the shadow. The next window is down here, and it has the opposite. It has a triangle going down like that. Kind of odd. We're getting there. It's coming out great. Now, and I have 10 minutes. I love it. I'm loving it. I love it. Then I'm gonna put the foundation on the house. It's always a little bit darker than the house, okay? And it's gotta go the way the house is going. I'm gonna go back to my big brush. You know, it's nice to have a few different brushes in here. You know, it is nice. I'm gonna try to loosen it up. I like to loosen it up. This is a brush I'm gonna use on the side because it's a little bit bigger, okay? But every now and then you need to change brushes. This is my foundation, and of course my foundation is gonna be over here too, okay? put a little of that darker gray in there, maybe a little bit more over here. You can always mix it over here on the side. I got a little blue in there. You know, I don't know how, but it did get in there. And I'm gonna put a little bit more shadow over here because this needs some more shadow. So we're gonna put some more shadow. The shadow is really important. So when people are like, what are you doing? The lighthouse is white, Dawn. And I'm like, I know, but I'm doing the shadow. And then I'm gonna put the white, and you'll see. You'll know exactly what I'm doing when I do it. It's pretty cool. Now, what do you say we do, let's do the shadow on the chimney. So the chimney is going over onto the roof like this. Now, this is not making sense in my painting right now. But you know what? I'm doing it anyway. It's a little off, but I can fix it later. Okay, now my lighthouse. If you notice my lighthouse, half of it is gray on one side. I bet you didn't even notice that. So we're just gonna throw that in, you know? We're gonna put that in there. This path is gray because that's what's called light. And you can't be a good painter without light. Thomas Kinkade, painter of light. But, you know, Thomas Kinkade doesn't usually go down in the Yale books really that much. Sorry, Thomas. But people are busy studying, you know, the masters. We're going to put some of this up here so it's not so white. Okay, throw that around a little. That looks great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the grass because we only have 10 minutes. It goes by so fast. So we're going to do some grass. I have 7.5 minutes. I can't even believe it. Now, we don't want cheapy, crappy looking grass. We want real, nice, gorgeous looking, retired people grass. That's what I call it. So retired people grass looks like this. Okay? Non-retired people grass, this is more like this red over here, like me and my husband. So you can make this really great looking grass. It's going to be overlooking the beautiful dunes on Martha's Vineyard. Now, don't worry if you screw it up, because I usually screwed up half of my life. I screwed up. But, you know, I don't worry about that. Now, we're going to put some little bit darker, so it's sort of like, you know, the gorgeous retired people green. Throw that in. Now, at the vineyard, everything is a little bit more of a different green sometimes. So we're going to put some more yellow in there. Okay, I'm going to throw some yellow in there. Now, do my fence is going to be last, and you'll see how great it's going to look. I'm going to make that a little shorter there, hatchway. Okay, so we're going to throw in this green since we don't have much time, and I'm not doing another episode. As you know me, I like to move fast, so I don't like to come back and do a second episode now, or a third rather. So we're just going to whip this thing up. Not sure what everybody's doing for Easter. Easter! I don't get that Easter bread. Has anybody ever seen that stuff? I'm Italian. That stuff begins with a P. It's bread. You can see it now. It puffs up, and it has fruit in it. I'm not talking, I mean, oh, I don't know what it's called. It's an Easter bread that comes out, and it's still on the shelf the next Halloween because nobody buys it. I mean, I've never seen, my mother doesn't serve that stuff. But, you know, Easter, it depends on what you serve. I served lamb chops once, and I served it. Can you believe I cooked that? I probably microwaved it, knowing me. I do microwave a lot. I went to Avon Meats when it was called, what was it called? Now it's called Avon Meat, but it was used to be called, oh, I don't know what it was called, but I went and got some beef tenderloins. She gave them to me free. It was my first time there. She goes, oh, it's your first time here? Here, these are free. So the next time I saw her, I said, I put them in the microwave. They were fantastic. She goes, you did what? You put the beef? I go, yeah, those things you gave me for free because I never tried your store. Those things were microwaved. High, 6 minutes, done. Now we're going to finish this up, and we're definitely going to put a fence. Everybody loves a white picket fence. My husband won't let me have the cheap one. Oh, everybody's going to know. I'm like, you know what? The mailman doesn't even come to the door. he goes to the mailbox across the street. Now, most people are afraid of you anyway, so they don't visit. And then everybody's locked inside the door on social media anyway, so I don't see what the big difference is. The big deal. Now, we're going to go in. Now, it's good to have a few different color greens. You don't want everything looking the same. So I'm going to glop this up. We have 4 minutes, so I'm going to whip up a fence. Now, Len Roy is probably thinking she is going to ruin my gorgeous painting with that dumb fence she's going to throw in there because she only has 3 minutes, and this is going to be a disaster. My wife's anniversary present is destroyed. I'm just kidding. Okay, so what we need, though, is we need to really put those white things around. So I'm going to go with the white. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to put in, I need a different brush. Now, I will get in the fence. I know I will. I know I will. You know you can. You can. You can. You can. Okay, so I'm going in with white. I'm noticing that there's a triangle right here of white. It's light. The light is hitting the house there. The light is hitting here. The light is hitting here. Okay, not a lot, but a little. And the light is hitting here. The light is hitting here a lot. And it's hitting here. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's hitting up here. This is the light. And even when they're wrapping up my cameras and my earplugs and everything, I can still finish this because we want it to look nice. There's a pole going up in the air over here, and some of that flag has the white on it. We're going to go up here. We are going to put the white here because the white comes over right there. And then the white comes down here because there's a banister that is pulling down here, where your little porch is probably. And it's a nice little porch. The white is going also here. And it's starting to pull the picture out. So you can really see this beautiful light. The light is very amazing with a painting because you don't realize how important it is to your white versus your dark. Let's put that chimney in because I forgot it. So we're going to put the chimney in quick. We got 2 minutes to put the chimney. The chimney's going here. That kind of looks like that. And then it's kind of got some little thing on the top of it. I don't know what that is. And then we're going to go in with some more white. We're going to do the fence. Oh my God, is she crazy? We're going to do the fence. And I'm going to make it look great because I'm so good at it. Now I'm going to wipe this here. I'm going to go in. And my grass should be pretty much dry. I'm going to go in and I'm going to take a whole nother plate. Look at this. This is why when you have a couple different plates, you can take all this white, glob it on over here, and now I'm starting all over again. Now I'm going to put some white here. You're just going to watch on the credits. I might not get to the fence right away, but I'm going to add some whites and some lights so that this really pops out and we have this beautiful lighthouse that we can all relate to when we go on vacation and see all these beautiful places. I got a minute going left here. Put on some light over there. We'll put on some light, a little more light over here. There's a little light going over here, and a little going over there, a little here. We got that triangle there. We got a little light going right into that window, kind of getting rid of that. And now we're going to do the fence. Now the fence, it starts here, and it goes all the way up to here. And then it starts down here, and it does the same thing, but it goes off the page. So what we'll do, you want to make sure your green is dry. Mine is not. So I am going to do my fence like this, okay? And it is going to come to life. And I can go back and fix my fence later. So when everything dries, I can go back and I can add my fence like this. And it really looks great. Very easy and very fun. And when this is done, I'm going to go over that white. I'm going to sign the darn thing. Len Roy is going to get it. He is going to go home and love it. And while we're unhooking and unhitching and getting all this stuff, I can do things like this. I can put the top of that on. Thank you for tuning into the Crack of Dawn. Call in Nutmeg TV and you be a guest on the show. We would love it. Love it.